Hey Cincinnati, you know what time it is. You're in for a brand new neighborhood tour. This week we're in Oakley, talking about this area's rapid growth, its new housing projects, community events, and hotspots to eat and spend time with friends. Let's get this started. We've got a lot to see and learn. When visiting Oakley, you can expect to find a unique mix of old and new. One of the fastest growing neighborhoods in the city, it has a young, vibrant commercial feel, while also keeping its quaint historic touch. The 20th Century Theater has been around since 1941, and Aglamisi's Bros serving residents delicious ice cream for over a century. There are a number of delicious restaurants to choose from, and the new focus is a pedestrian-friendly family experience. More families coming in requires more housing though, so that conversation kicked off our tour.
All right, so we are at the corner of Robertson and 34th.
Okay.
We picked this place to start because what you're looking at in front of you here and across the railroad tracks are well over 1,200 new housing units are intended to come online. This is Anaya Properties 3 Oaks development, single family housing, senior living, and then across the railroad tracks, a significant number of new apartments, condos, townhomes.
Also across the railroad tracks, plans for a Covington Yard-inspired development. The space will include an indoor and outdoor food hall, a courtyard, kid zones, and mini golf courses. To make all of this more accessible to residents, a pedestrian tunnel underneath the railroad tracks is currently in the works.
Why we really want this to happen is, as you can imagine, with all of these new folks coming on both sides of the tracks and all of the commercial use that continues to expand in Oakley Station, folks who live over here are not able to access that site.
Next, we started on our way over to Oakley Square.
This street here in particular is the one that always wins our holiday Christmas light.
Oh, really?
They are really into
This is a festive street. No wonder they've got their Halloween decorations.
Oh, they're
up.
very competitive.
How has Oakley changed since you've been living here?
Well, the big change has been everything that we saw over there in Oakley Station was all, when I first moved here 29 years ago, it was all manufacturing. The business model just kind of died. That's when we've been transitioning to more commercial and residential. So that's been the biggest change that we've seen. And the challenge for our board is how do we manage that growth?
Over the past 10 years, Oakley has had the third highest growth in population out of all Cincinnati neighborhoods. Growth is exciting. It's the goal. But what have been the pains of growth? What have been the growing pains?
Well, the growing pains is for existing longer-term residents who may have been on a fixed income. As the property's values go up, a lot of times they're stressed with trying to keep up with the tax increases.
Yeah.
So a lot of times they have to choose between maintaining their homes or paying taxes and just the day-to-day stuff. So that's been part of it.
We finally made it to the square. My son's favorite store in Oakley, King Arthur's Court.
And so you're probably aware of King Arthur's Court, and then Aglamisi is going down this way.
Yeah, this is like this is the kids' boulevard here.
Exactly.
All the way up to
Ice cream and toys.
Yeah. Geyer Esplanade in the heart of Oakley features sitting areas, green lawn spaces, beautifully landscaped gardens, and doubles as an effective traffic calming measure. Is the community council program in this space?
We do. So we just had a big event at Showing called Oktoberfest this past Saturday. Well over 200 families were here.
Wow. Are you doing the gardening? This looks incredible.
Your
you out
beautiful
there?
Cincinnati Parks crew
Gotcha.
does this.
Can they swing by my house when they're finished?
Yeah,
That would be.
we'll
My house does not look like this.
We'll give them your address. But this whole part.
That was a joke. What's your favorite Oakley restaurant?
My favorite? Oh man.
Putting you on the spot.
I like Red Feather.
Red Feather. So you're a classy guy.
I just want a burger and a beer. So Yoke is fine for that. OPG is fine for that.
Speaking of food, we decided to drive over to Mad Tree Brewing for a cold drink and delicious pizza.
Welcome and thanks for taking us.
Of course, man. Yeah, absolutely. The brewery is a proud member of 1% for the Planet, donating 1% of their sales to nonprofits focused on environmental sustainability.
Oakley's one of the hottest neighborhoods in the city, you know that. And Oakley's been really embracing to us, and I lived in Oakley for almost a decade myself.
We took our seats.
Shall we cheers to Oakley?
And talked about a project that's a long time coming here, a brand new rec center to be built on Paxton Avenue. It'll nearly double the size of Oakley's current rec center just up the road and will include a full-size gym and multi-purpose space. The plan is to start building next year.
So, what is the state of Oakley?
Thriving, rapidly growing, eager for bolder opportunities, I think.
You know, you guys have given me a really good sense of where Oakley is today and where you guys want to go. So thank you so much for walking me around and bringing me beer and pizza for lunch. That was great. Thanks everyone for coming along. What did you think of our tour? Fill out the survey below and tell us things that we should know about or locations to visit next. We'll see you next time.